Good afternoon, children. Welcome back to our next paint lecture. Children, today we will see how to make use of these image options and clipboard we will make use, okay? Before we start with cut, copy, paste, children, what I will do is I will teach you all how we can type text in your paint, okay? So what we have to do is we have to click on A tool, okay, to insert the text. Then over here when I click on A tool I have to make a box, okay, and then start typing. Now there are two options over here, opaque and transparency. I'll just tell you the use after some time, okay. Here you can change the font. I will just type first, say all the best for your exams, okay. I'll put the caps lock on, all the best, okay, all the best children. Fine. Now here if I want to change the font, what I have to do is I have to select the text from here like this and click here and change the fonts. Whatever fonts I want to change, I can change the font. Fine. Click here and then change the font according to your liking. Fine. Then here this is your size again. You want to reduce the size, you want to increase the size, 36, maximum 72. Okay. Then you want to remove B to make it darker, bold, italics to keep it slanting. So I want to make it straight, I remove the italic mark. You want to underline, you can click on underline. You want to remove the underline, you can again click on U. So underline will come out. You want to put a line in between, that is called as strike through. If you click here, see, this is sometimes some designs and all you want to make on the text, or sometimes what happens is in certain forms and all, when we have this exam forms and all, no, sometimes the teachers say do not, children don't write this, so teacher will put a strikeout option over here on this text and keep it for you, so that you understand that this particular and question is not to be answered. So sometimes it is printed like this, last time this was there, this time it is not there. So the way different uses are there of this particular strike through option. So when you children, when you go in a little higher classes, you will learn more use of these strike through options. Right now, supposing if you don't want, you can click there and remove the strike through option. Now what is this draw, opaque and transparent? First what I will do is I will change the colors, okay children. Supposing I change the color, okay, I change the color to blue color. Fine. Then before coming out, what I will do is I will click on copy over here. Fine children. You can press Ctrl C on the keyboard, or you can click on copy in the clipboard back. Fine. Then I click outside children, and again I click on A and I make a box over this again. So now I can see the text, right? Because we are on the transparent, the background is transparent. So if I click on paste here children, what happens is my copy was there, previous copy, which is stored here. But if I click on opaque, I can see only one object. When I click on transparency, I'll be able to see two objects. Okay, opaque means I have my background inserted in the text box, but if I click on transparent, then I can see the background object also. So what I will do is children, I will select this text again and change it to yellow color. Fine. A is not selected again, so I'll select A and again change the color. Fine. Yellow color. Fine. And then before coming out children, before clicking outside over here, I get a plus sign on this edge and move this over it so that it looks like a shadow. Okay. Again I select this. I want to change the color, I can change the colors. See? You see children? Select black color. You see it looks like this. All the best children. Fine. Now children, if you want to come out of this, I can click outside. Now see, I can manually take the fill bucket and fill the colors from here like this. You see? Now what happened here? Because this thing was joined, right? See, I take the magnifier and I show you. See, these two objects were joined, right? So what happened is, color is spilled out. Then right click to reduce the magnification. Okay, you can press the right button in your mouse to reduce the magnification. Okay, children. Then I click on the select tool, select this whole thing again. Okay, I'll drag it a little on top, and what I do is, children, I make another copy of this. I say copy and I paste again. Now paste and I drag this down. Now see, this is opaque, na children? So what I'll do? How will I do that? I click on the select tool and I click on transparent selection. Okay, and then I keep this here, or I can drag this down. Fine, children. Then if I want to rotate this, what I do is I click on rotate tool and flip horizontal. What happened is it has flipped horizontally. Rotate, if vertical, upside down. You see this? You can have upside down alphabets. Fine. Then rotate right 90 degrees. See, half of the options are gone because my page is little small. I have not increased the page. Rotate left, rotate 180 degrees. Okay, so 180 degrees is again back to its normal size. Okay, children. Now you can click on resize, children, and see, you get a double arrow here and you can resize the object which is there. Fine. So this is a smaller size here again. Again click here on double arrow, click here like this. Fine. Now what I'll do is I will just select this much text. Okay, I'll make a copy of this and paste. Fine. Now here, children, if I want to resize, I can just click here on the resize. When I click, I get this dialog box here. So what is written, children, here? Resize, percentage and pixels. Okay. Now usually we understand pixels also as well as the percentage. So what I'll do is I want this children word to be 50% horizontally. So what I'll do is I'll click here, and instead of 100 I will type 50 children over here. Now both changed, right? Vertical and horizontal. Why? Because it was clicked here on maintain aspect ratio. That's the reason it is vertically and horizontally changed. Now when I say OK, you see it is horizontally and vertically changed to 50%. When I click on resize again, and if I remove this and vertically I want to stretch, now this is 100, so I'll type 120, 20% more. Okay, and then say OK. You see, height wise it is increased. I repeat, children, I click on resize and height to be say 130 again and say OK. You see, but you'll not get the original quality because the pixels get spoiled in paint, as I had explained in the previous lesson, that when you increase you don't get the original picture quality. Okay, click on resize again. Skewing means flipping horizontally and vertically. Now horizontally, when I click here and I press 30 here, children, 30 degrees. Okay, you see it is flipped little. Then I resize again and I say vertical flipping, so I click on 20 degrees and I say OK. Fine. You see, now this text is still there, so you remember this I had to increase from here, then I can see the text. Okay, so this text is become like this. Fine, children. I make a copy of this again, click on copy and paste again. You see this like this, and rotate. You want to flip horizontal, you can flip it horizontal, so it will look like this. Okay, scroll down. You see this? Resize, and these numbers you can change. Fine. If you understand pixels well, you can click on pixels, but percentage is better so that you get it very clear. Fine, because the pixel calculation, you're not very uh, qualified with the pixels. You have not practiced pixels more, so you may not understand the pixels value more. So what you can do is, children, for this standard you can practice with the percentage option. Fine, and then say okay. Now if you want to decrease the size vertically or horizontally, you just have to decrease the percentage. Now this 100% is that the picture is 100%. You want to make it 50% or 30%, you just have to type here 30. You see both are changed because I had clicked here on maintain aspect ratio. You see it's become like this. Fine children, cleared with this? So I